Introduction. The ancient Greeks. They practically invented brunch. Ancient Greece, a land of myths, legends, and really good feta cheese. They gave us democracy, philosophy, and enough dramatic tales to fuel a year's worth of Netflix binging. But their influence stretches far beyond togas and sandals. Think of it this way. The ancient Greeks were like that friend who throws the best parties. Centuries later, everyone's still talking about them. So, grab a glass of ouzo, or maybe just a frappuccino, and let's take a lightning tour through the epic saga that is ancient Greece. Get ready for gods and monsters, heroes and villains, and enough intrigue to make even the most jaded reality TV star blush. Our story begins around 3000 BC with the Minoans, the original party animals of the Aegean. Based on the island of Crete, these Bronze Age trendsetters were all about elaborate palaces, vibrant frescoes, and frankly terrifying bull-leaping rituals. They were the influencers of their time, setting the stage for the cultural explosion that was to come. Enter the Mycenaeans, a more warlike bunch with a penchant for impressive citadels and epic poetry. These guys were all about honor, glory, and probably complaining about chariot traffic. The Mycenaean world eventually crumbled, ushering in a period known as the Greek Dark Ages. Think of it as the awkward teenage years of ancient Greece. A bit messy, a bit confusing, but ultimately leading to something truly remarkable. Around 800 BC, ancient Greece decided to ditch the darkness and embrace the limelight. This was the Archaic period, a time of rebirth and reinvention. City-states like Athens, Sparta, Corinth, and Thebes emerged, each with its own personality and a healthy dose of competitive spirit. Athens, known for its love of philosophy and democracy, was like the artsy, intellectual sibling. Sparta, on the other hand, was the tough, disciplined one, obsessed with military prowess and six-pack abs. The Greeks developed their alphabet, started dabbling in philosophy and art, and even ventured out to establish colonies across the Mediterranean. It was a time of growth, exploration, and yes, a fair bit of drama. The 5th century BC was Athens' time to shine. Fresh off their victory against the Persians, Athens experienced a cultural explosion that would forever shape Western civilization. Under the leadership of Pericles, Athens became a beacon of democracy, philosophy, and art. Philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle pondered life's big questions, while playwrights like Sophocles, Euripides, and Aristophanes entertained the masses. The iconic Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena, was erected during this time, a testament to their architectural genius. They also developed a taste for democracy, establishing a system of government where citizens could vote on important matters. Remember those Persians we mentioned earlier? Well, they weren't exactly thrilled about the Greeks encroaching on their territory. This led to a series of epic clashes known as the Persian Wars, a clash of civilizations that would determine the fate of the Western world. The first Persian invasion in 490 BC saw the Athenians bravely defending their city against a much larger Persian force at the Battle of Marathon. Legend has it that a messenger ran 26 miles from Marathon to Athens to deliver news of the Greek victory before collapsing dead. The second Persian invasion, a decade later, was even more dramatic. The Spartans, led by King Leonidas, famously held off a massive Persian army at the Battle of Thermopylae, sacrificing themselves to buy time for the other Greek city-states. The Greeks ultimately prevailed, securing their independence and paving the way for the Golden Age of Athens. You didn't think the drama was over, did you? The Golden Age of Athens couldn't last forever. Jealousy and suspicion grew among the other city-states, leading to a long and brutal conflict known as the Peloponnesian War. Athens, with its powerful navy and democratic ideals, faced off against Sparta and its allies in a war that would consume the Greek world for almost 3 decades. The war was a disaster for everyone. Athens, once the shining beacon of democracy, was defeated, its empire shattered. As the Greek city-states were busy tearing each other apart, a new power was rising in the North Macedon. Led by the ambitious Philip II, Macedon quickly asserted its dominance over the weakened Greek city-states. But it was Philip's son, Alexander the Great, who would truly leave his mark on history. Crowned king at the age of 20, Alexander embarked on a military campaign that would dwarf anything the world had ever seen. He conquered Persia, Egypt, and even parts of India, creating an empire that stretched from the Mediterranean Sea to the Indus River. Alexander's empire may have been short-lived, but his impact on world history was nothing short of seismic. The ancient Greeks may be long gone, but their legacy lives on. Their contributions to art, architecture, literature, philosophy, mathematics, science, and politics are still felt today, shaping our world in countless ways. Our language is littered with words derived from ancient Greek. Our architecture borrows heavily from their classical designs. Our system of government is based on democratic principles first developed in Athens. The ancient Greeks left us with a rich tapestry of ideas, innovations, and stories that continue to inspire and challenge us today. So there you have it, a whirlwind tour through the epic saga of ancient Greece. From the Minoans to Alexander the Great, we've covered it all, or at least the highlights. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to discover about this fascinating civilization. Go forth and explore, and